90-90 side plank with rotation. This is a really awesome core and glute exercise. And I bet you're like, how are my glutes doing anything in this? But I promise you're gonna feel it pretty immediately when you get it right. You wanna set yourself up pretty close to the wall. You do not need to be far away. There's maybe 4 to 6 inches max between my butt and the wall right now. Your bottom leg is going to stay on the ground. The top leg is going to come up. You're going to put your foot on the wall. Make sure that your knees are parallel. We don't need the top leg coming down or rotating open like so. So knees are parallel, feet are also parallel. The bottom foot is not touching the wall, okay? I don't have that bottom foot against the wall. What's gonna happen is you're gonna push up out of the shoulder and we're gonna come into a side plank. I'm gonna show you the next part without raising up because it's a little too hard for me to demonstrate and talk you through at the same time. What's gonna happen is you are essentially rotating over that bottom hip, okay? The top hip is going to move. The bottom hip is not going to move. Your bottom hip is where you should feel this exercise, and your obliques on the bottom and your shoulder. But you're not going to be feeling this in your top hip. What you want to think about with that bottom hip is that your leg is staying fixed, okay? This leg is not moving. So we are rotating our pelvis over our leg. The leg's not moving. You can think about it almost kind of like a bowling ball, right? And we've been talking about this with the hip shifting and all of the opening up that we're doing, but we're getting that pelvis to move over the leg. So you're gonna have your foot on the wall, pushing up out of the shoulder. And you saw in the demo that I had my hand across my chest. I really like to do that to remind myself to keep my chest open, and I can feel when I start to kind of like cave in, drop the pump handle, or dump into the shoulder. So it just gives me a really nice point of reference to remind myself, hey, you need to keep all of this open. All right, so knee is going on the wall. You're going to push up, exhale, make sure you get some deep core, and know that this does not have to be a really big range of motion. Small motion is fine. What you're gonna do is you're gonna think about that top knee kind of coming forward of the bottom knee. It's not going to physically move forward because we can't make our femur any longer and our foot is fixed to the wall. This is just a cue, an image that I like to use so that I can get the motion right. Okay, so I'm pushing up, have my arm, keeping my chest open. I'm gonna inhale, rotate over, and we're aiming to feel it in the bottom hip. You're gonna exhale, lots of deep core and oblique as you come up. Don't let your hip drop as you come up because I know you're gonna wanna do that. You want to keep that hip at the same distance from the floor throughout this entire exercise. So you're up, you're gonna rotate open, exhale, keep the hip high, deep core and obliques, and continue like so. It will burn the most when you're in this position right here, okay? Because you're opening up the back of that space. You got it.